Can someone just give Jamie and Yaz the 50k right now? Because they are my winners and that's it. I don't care about anyone else. They are my winners. That date was the cutest thing ever. Like, the way I was just cheesy. You saw all 30, hey, you saw all 32 smiling. I was the happiest I've ever been. It was actually the cutest little date and they suit each other so well. I love them. And I can't wait for Meow Meow to meet Jamie and vet him and know that he is the one for her. But tonight's Love Island. So obviously we started after the recoupling and Harrison is chatting to Tony. And Harrison was like, he was actually shocked that Tony picked him. In what world are you shocked? When you literally did Jedi mind tricks on her and basically made her pick you. What do you mean you're shocked? This man is actually not well in his head. And then obviously he was like, yeah, I was trying to be a nice person and I wasn't telling the truth, blah, 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 and I've been a shitty person. At least we all agree that you've been a shitty person. I'm glad that you know it. Then Cash, such a sweetheart, he went and checked in on Lauren. Then obviously Helena and Megan were like, how are you, Cash? That's when Harrison decides to also come over now to speak to Lauren. And Lauren looked at Meg for approval, like, should I speak to him? I was just like, Lauren, you can think for yourself, baby girl. Anyway, they then go over to have a chat, and please tell me why Harrison is crying. Harrison, you demon. You're the one that's hurt this girl's feelings, and now you want to cry. You want to now release water from your eyes. Stop weaponizing your tears. I'm not buying it. You are a bad boy. You're a very bad boy. And obviously Lauren was crying as well. Like, literally everyone cried apart from Tony. It was crazy. Dejan is then chatting to Harrison. And he's like, oh, Tony's been slating you off these past few days. Then Tony obviously hears that. She comes over like, what you saying, D? What you saying, D? I was like, oh my God. Tony, give it a rest. But I get it. Should I tell you why I get it? Because she knows that Dejan is going to get into Harrison's ear and change his mindset, because clearly Harrison doesn't know how to think for himself and he listens to other people. He actually does not have a brain in there. Other people, he's a puppet, and Dejan can be a puppet master, because even before, Dejan was like, I can tell that you like Lauren more. And then Harrison was like, yeah, I never said that I'm all in on Tony. So what was the point of you speaking to her on the terrace if you're not all in? What are you on? What are you actually on? Even Connor was just like, no, I disagree with that. Like, I think he does like Tony more. Oh, just, these lot are just so confusing. It's actually crazy. Cash and Tony then have a chat. And Cash, he's just so emotionally intelligent, such a sweetheart. This man said, look, Tony, I could tell from your body language already that you were going to pick, what's his name, Harrison. Like, it's just not fair, how... And he just felt embarrassed, and I really felt for him. And then he was like, oh, good luck on all your endeavours. And then obviously he hugged her. Then Ty and Cash go and speak on the terrace. And Cash, baby boy, cried. And honestly, I think he cried more so from just like feeling of just embarrassment, which I completely get, because it's just like he was blindsided. She could have told him about this conversation, never did. So I get it. Like, he was stood there on his own. I get it, man. So basically everyone cried apart from Tony. Then Harrison is chatting to Tony and he's like back to being flirty, and he's just like, oh, I don't want us to just rub it in Lauren's face. But where was that care when you were kissing Lauren in the pool when Tony was there and crying? Like, it's so crazy how it's one thing for one girl. He is not well. And anyway, Tony just laid down the boundaries and he accepted the boundaries. We'll see how far that goes. Dejan is then chatting to Meg. I was just scrunching my face that whole scene, because I'm like, hey, the game player is back. And he's like, I'm not saying I'm there yet, but like, I can see myself falling in love with you. What love? What love? Can you even spell love? No. Please get out of my sight. So gross. Connor and Shakira then have a chat, and she gets to taste of forbidden fruit and she kisses him and she says it's sweet. I don't like them together. They look good together, but I don't like them together. I don't want them together. Then Harry and Harrison are chatting, and then Harry was basically like to Harrison, like, oh, you could always go back there if you wanted to. And then he said, like, I know that if I wanted to have Shakira back, I could. Are you dumb? Why is Shakira's name in your stinking mouth? Why is her name actually in your mouth? Are you well? Ugh. And then Harrison is chatting to Lauren, And he's just like, Lauren's like, oh, I can't believe, you know, you said all these things. You said that you could see us working together on the outside. He's like, I can. What do you... And then Tony walks past at that time. What are you doing, Harrison? Leave her alone. Leave her alone. You've smashed, you've piped, you've done everything. You've disrespected this girl. And now you've moved on to the next one. Leave her alone. Harrison then the next day, he didn't even make Tony coffee. Tony, please take a note of that. This man doesn't want you. And then he's obviously chatting to the boys, he's chatting to Connor and Harry, and he's like, do you guys have any advice on how I can play this? Already, even that wording, I was just like, yeah, you're still a player, or trying to be a player, but you're a failed player because you're actually crying because you know how your actions are perceived. Anyway, they tell him that you need to tell Tony that you guys had sex, and they're basically telling him how to go about it. Anyway, he goes over, he's telling her, you look nice, da da da. Yeah, me and Thingy slept together, and she, like, obviously Thingy is shocked. Like, Tony's actually speechless. Like, she was just like, yeah, like, you're stupid, you're an idiot, you're this, you're that. And she's like, oh God, we're both stupid. And she's just like, obviously I have to stick by my decision, and I hope you don't make me regret it. That man is 100% gonna make you regret it, 100%. Then Tony goes to tell Shakira, and Shakira's reaction, she's just like, yeah, they fucked. And Shakira's just like, sis was actually stopped in her tracks. She was shocked. Then Helena comes over as well. Helena is literally just the little rat that goes between the two groups. It's actually gross, but she doesn't even go between the two groups. She just collects information from Tony and Shakira to feed it back to her group. Anyway, she's like, oh, Lauren and things. Like, you knew about it. You knew. And then, obviously, Yasmin then comes, and then she tells Yasmin, and Yasmin's just like, that's no good. I don't know why they all started saying this, no good, no good. But anyway, it is no good. That's true. Then Jamie and Yasmin have their first date, and it is the cutest thing. They go paddleboarding. It's just so cute. The flirting, them falling off the paddleboard, just the dynamics between the two of them, the sexual chemistry, the physical attraction, everything. They are my winning couple. They need to win the 50,000 pounds. Like, I want them to win it. Give it to them. I love them. Together. Boris and Billy Kiss have a chat, and he just says the spark is, you know, dissolved. And she basically says that she feels like the spark literally was on his half. It's because of him the spark has dissolved. And he then after that takes Emma for a chat in the hideaway, and they kiss. And the way they're talking in the hideaway, it sounds like they have been flirting for a while, and that is the reason why the spark was gone, because his spark for Emma had ignited, so the spark for Billy Kiss was gone. That was literally it. I think as soon as the Casa girls came back, he met Emma, this man was attracted to her, didn't want Billy Kiss anymore. Instead of telling Billy Kiss, he just strung her along, and then... Anyway, have a nice time with Emma. That's fine. Don't really care. And then Cash and Billy Kiss have a chat. And Billy Kiss she's laying it on him. She's showing interest. Cash is not interested in her. That chat, Cash is not interested in her. I'm so sorry. Billy Kiss, you deserve so much better. You're such a hot babe. You don't need to be begging for man. Cash is not interested in you. I'm sorry, my darling. I'm really sorry. Then Lauren and Tony have a chat. And immediately Tony apologized, which I appreciated that. She apologized. She was like, Lauren, I'm so sorry. She's like, I had no idea until now. And this is the thing. I get it. It definitely should have come from Harrison. But I do feel like if Lauren had said it, it definitely would have swayed Tony from recoupling with him at all. But, you know, they are both agreeing that Harrison is a vile human being. He's disgusting. Tony is saying, you know, she's disgusted by him. She doesn't know how to go about it. And that, you know, they are both too good for him. And it sounds like Tony's basically saying that she doesn't believe any word that this man says, but I don't know how true that is. I don't know if she is going to stand on... I don't think she's not going to stand on business. She's basically an American Helena, so she's not going to stand on business. She's still going to stay with him, but, you know, at least she pretends to stand on business. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah, at least I'm glad that she knows now, and I'm glad that her and Lauren have come to like some sort of resolution. So there's no beef, because at the end of the day, the main villain is Harrison.